Hello guys, it's Rickson here, and today I've got a video about skill rotations, skill add-ons, and everything you need to know to pull out nice numbers in Aakman and Hystria with low AP. Enjoy! Before we start, I'd like to thank you all for all the support you've given me with the subscribes, likes, and comments on the videos. It really showed me that you care about this kind of, these types of videos, and it can be a little helpful for you. But to not make this video any longer than it needs to be, I'm gonna start with the rotation, as there was a lot of people who asked me how to do it properly and what do I do. So here it is. For the rotation, it's really simple. Let me just show the skills in here. So basically what I do is I'm starting with flailing blades, going into brittle despair, then deadly dance, bleeding hearts, tailspin into the into the flow wise. Then I'm going with salpuri. Here it is. Blooming nether flower. Then most of the times I'm getting the AP buff from side plus right mouse button. I don't know, this is the left. I don't know where it is. Oh, this one. It gives 8 AP. And then I'm doing deadly dance again, going to the brittle and so on and so on. Basically, I don't stick with this exact rotation every single time, but it's the core I'm trying to work around. I'm gonna show you how I mean it, but for now I'm gonna just do some explanation. There is some skills you need to lock. For example, if you want your flow-wise go right after the tailspin, you need to lock the Blood Moon twist and put it on your hotbar. That way, when you do tailspin, flow-wise goes straight out and deals massive amount of damage, and it's really fast, it's really great. Do it. And with the Blood Moon twist on the hotbar, you just press it. You get 10 DP. Nothing to worry about. Before every fight, I just do one spin, then a rotation, and in the meanwhile, when I feel like I'm getting too much damage, I'm doing another spin. For the Deadly Dance from the pre-awakening, to transmit back to the awakening, you need to have 3 spells locked. First one is Spring Breeze. You lock it, but you put it on the hotbar, so you can just easily jump, and it also gives you the DP and I think accuracy or something like that. I got it in skill addons. And the 2 more spells you need to lock are Pendulum Kick and Pendulum Kick 2. I haven't really seen any use for those skills anyway, so they're just not that good. With that said, I'm gonna show you the normal rotation I'm doing. So I'm in Awakening. I'm starting with Awakening, I'm buff myself, flailing, and I do Brittle, Deadly, Bleeding, Dash, Flow Wise, and now Sulpuri, Blooming, AP, Deadly, Brittle. So that's basically what I do. If I do it slower, so it's flailing, then I do brittle, deadly dance, dash, bleeding hearts, but you don't need to dash. I'm gonna speak about that later. Then I'm gonna do tailspin and flow wise. You just need to hold shift RMB, and when you are mid-air, just release the shift and it will go instantly to the floor. Then I'm doing Sulpuri, Nether Bloom. After the Nether Bloom, I just press right mouse button and to the right, which gives me debuff, and Deadly Dance, Brittle, and you can do whatever you want from that point. So this is the core rotation I'm trying to do every single time. Sometimes it happens you don't have some skills on cooldown, it doesn't mind, there are some other ways you can do it. If the mobs won't die in one single rotation, you can do something like that. So you start normally, deadly, bleeding, tailspin wise, sulpuri, bloom, AP deadly, and now you can do this, this. So going to the flow mangler, dash, and again bleeding. Now I fucked up. Second time I fucked up. No, but you get the point. There are two fillers you can use when there is nothing on cooldown, or you don't want to, think much, or you don't know what to do. First one is, let me show you, Taunting Death, ending with Flow Mangler, and the other one is just Shift left mouse button, and I don't know where it is. So basically, one of the filler is this, and the other filler is this. You will use this when the mob is really low HP and you don't want to waste any of your cooldown, or just trying to wait for some cooldowns. If you'd want, let me say it this way. There are some sets of scales which have some kind of priority. Brittle, bleeding, and deadly really goes well together. They transition between each other really great, and it's really up to you how you want to use them. I honestly use brittle, deadly, bleeding, because it's proven to me to be the best for most of the situations I need. But sometimes you need to dodge some damage, or you got CC'd, or you are in front of the enemies and you know that you can get behind them and deal much more damage. So in that case, you can do bleeding, dash, bleeding. Now it was brittle, and deadly dance after it. It doesn't really matter. Those three you can combine however you want. Then we got two transmitters, Salpuri and Harem. Basically, I prefer Salpuri as it deals massive amount of damage, but both of them debuff the enemy from minus DP. So every single add you hit, got this little. Oh. Come on, get. And get. God damn it! So basically, he loses DP. That's what I was trying to show you. He loses it by 15 DP. So it's really a nice thing. It also works in PvP, so pretty worth. But from those two, I prefer Salpuri, and sometimes I don't even use Harem. But if you do long rotation, let's say, I'm gonna show you normally. Salpuri, Nether. And right now I can do anything. So now I do Harem. Once I got down, I continue my pre-ever, going back to Awakening, and just like that. So when I do one whole rotation and I stick to it, I don't get CC'd, I don't jump. There are no spells on cooldowns, but Heron and soon to be Nether Blossom. So that's a really great thing to do, because Heron has really long animation. As you can see, it's like 2-3 seconds, and at that time the Nether can go back up. So Salpuri is really fast, you can go straight, but if you see you have nothing on cooldown, or you want to go to your pre-awakening for some reason, and you see you don't have Nether Blossom yet ready, but it's close, it's better to use Heron than Salpuri, because otherwise you would be just standing in pre-ever and doing left, right, left, or something like that. You'll be just wasting your time you could do, or you could use for better DPS. So yeah, also dashing. Dashing is really powerful on the Lahn. You can dodge certain amounts of scales, damage, anything. When it's on when you use it without cooldown, you have invisible in it, iframe. When it's on cooldown, you have super armor in it. So it's perfect in Aakman. You, let's say, doing this, dash, bleeding, dash. You get the idea. You can just dash as much you want, dash. And now you've seen there is other way to transmit from the pre-awakening to awakening than just deadly dance. You can either do deadly dance with the 3 skills locked and you will be in awakening, or you can do simple side dash, because side dash is transmitter too. So basically, if you by any chance get stuck in pre-awakening, just dash and you can continue with your rotation. Anyways, there shouldn't be any other way than Salpuri and Heron taking you to pre-awakening, and Deadly and Dashes are pretty much all you need to get back to awakening. You won't ever use C. I'm using C now when I, want to flex with my Black Star, when I'm asking somewhere, or just, trying to get it out straight. But basically, yeah, that's probably all about the rotation, so I'm gonna show you it one more time. So I'm going, oh, never mind. Buff, Flailing, Brittle, Deadly Dance, Bleeding Hearts, Dash, Tailspin, Vice, Sulpuri, Blossom, Buff, Deadly, Brittle. That's the main you're gonna do. I got some previews from Hystria and Aakman, and you will see that most of the times when you stack the mobs perfectly, even with my low 240 AP, you can really nicely take down the pack, or even in Hystria. But sometimes there is one mob that stands alone, or something like that, so you can just use the fillers or just continue with your rotation however you want. But just keep in mind, Brittle, Bleeding Hearts, and Deadly Dance are 3 perfect skills together. Salpuri, Heron are transmitters. Tailspin with Flowwise deals massive amount of damage and is really great to use on cooldown, but don't put big priority on it. So if you have Brittle, Bleeding or Deadly up, and also Wise, use the 3 skills first, then Wise. It has great damage, but overall the animations of those 3 spells are much longer, so it deals bigger damage in total. So it's a great skill, but has a big priority, but not the biggest. A lot of people uses Salpuri and Heron only for the DP debuff on mobs. But once you are in the pre-awakening, why don't you use Blossom, which deals nice amount of damage, and then buff your AP, and you can go straight back to the rotation, Perfect things, little things that helps you a lot. And also little heads up, there is a lot of healing skills. I'm sorry. For example, if I'm in Hystria and I run off bots and I'm getting a lot of damage, I'm doing backwards, so S, and left button in Awakening. Every hit, when it's not on cooldown, heals you. Let me show you. The skill is named Earthly Pain, and it heals you for 50 HP per every good hit. So it's really strong, powerful, and it can save you in a lot of situations. But if you by any chance end up using it, but it won't heal you enough, you can do Shift S, so shift backwards. In this jump you get iframe. It's great for PvP, PvE, doesn't matter. So you get iframe and you can jump to side and double jump to the front, because the jump to the front heals you also. So every time you jump, it gives you 250 HP. So basically, you get 500 HP just for dashing. Really great little things that will help you progress more or get more trash loot or just make your life easier. About the skill addons, as you can see, I'm using Salpuri Porch for accuracy and bleed damage. Furious Chase for accuracy and attack speed, even though I'm not using this skill at all. It was from guide I was reading on Lahn Discord, which is the best Discord from all the classes. People are so nice in there. But this one sucks. I don't even use it, so I'm thinking about, swapping it to another spell, but I haven't figured out which one, so don't really pay big attention about the Furious Chase skill addon. Spring Grease, it gives PvP attack +5, and all defense +15. Really great thing, even though I don't use it that much, because I kinda can't figure it out how, or can't fit it into my habits and muscle memory. But really powerful thing. Then I got Flailing Blades, which I use a lot of times for mainly the 25 monster AP and 15 DP. Really useful when you combine this one with the Blood Moon Twist, you got 25 DP, 25 monster AP, perfect thing for Aakman and stuff if you are lower AP like me. Bleeding Hearts, which gives again 15 DP and inflicts bleed damage, and Deadly Dance, which gives critical hit and attack speed. That's why in my rotation I'm using the Deadly Dance before bleeding most of the times, because that way I got also 20% critical hit rate bonus. About the Rebums, I'm using Phoenix Chase and the White Heron. In the first slot for the Phoenix Chase, it doesn't really matter which one you choose. Eyes of Blood, it has lower cooldown than Phoenix Chase, which I'm currently using, and it does bound on good hits and recovers you HP. I'm using Phoenix Chase because it has stun on good hits, recovers some VP, but mainly what matters to me is the stun, because in PvP, when fighting someone, you can just try to jump in around them and then bam, and you got him, because they let their guard down and you just stun them, and then you can chain whatever you want. So there's one, and in the second there's White Heron. There is no other choice than White Heron. Everyone will tell you the same. White Heron is the way to go. It gives VP recovery, decreases DP, gives you accuracy rate, has a bound on good hits, and has also a forward guard. Really great spell. Have a little longer animation, but it doesn't matter. It's really powerful in the end. If you'd be interested about consumables I'm using in grinding Aakman and Hystria, I'm using pretty much all the time the same stuff. I'm using energizing drone meal, a beast rod, and a special grape portrait because it's Termian right now. For Aakman grinding, I haven't tried the exquisite giants combination in there, but I'm gonna. But as I figured out with Lahn, you knock back the NPCs so much that I think the monster AP is kinda better way. But I got also the Black Star with monster AP, so I'm pretty much just stacking AP in there. So I don't know. I need to try out the exquisite giant combination there. And in Hystria, I'm using exquisite giants normally. If I'm on some lower spots like Munchhounds or Soling, Mirror Monks and stuff, I'm always going energizing beast. Only Hystria, I'm going giants and exquisite, I meant. So just to show you one more time before I'm gonna put some videos from Aakman and Hystria where you can see the rotation in action. I will show you the rotation again. So let's say you're fully buffed and you go Blood Moon Twist, Flailing. Okay, I fucked up. Sometimes this happens when you don't pay attention. So Brittle, you know what? Flow Wise, Dash, and I'm in pre-Eva, getting my AP, Brittle. Now I'm doing Heron because it's only thing there is. Buffing, Blooming, and I'm continuing again. As you could see, right now, there was no spell available. So I've seen, okay, I got Heron up, and Nether is really really soon. But also those three were soon. So I could either do Furor with Mangler, or I could go to the Prieva and reset my AP buff. That's probably more favorite to me, because if I see there are 2 seconds and 2 seconds, but I got one pre-Eva transmitter like Salpuri on Harem, I'd rather go into the pre-Eva and do some damage in pre-awakening, get some buffs, and then come back with more spells ready. Because if I'm in Ava and I'm doing, Furor and Mangler, it's just a filler, or I'm doing Shift, less mutton. Those two are just fillers, and I don't really like to put fillers, in bigger priority that they should have. Those spells I'm using when the odds are really low, so I don't want to waste my cooldown, or when I'm really tired or just chill running, and I don't want to try hard with pre-Ava so much. But always, if you see there are some spells on cooldown, but you can go to the pre-awakening and get something out of it, do it. It's really better that way for DPS overall. And you will also feel a little more powerful, as you know, you will get the buffs again. So anyways, I think that should do it. I hope you understood everything I said and that it would help you a little, I don't know, with understanding the Lahn or, you know, the rotation. I need to say there is a lot of players, there is a lot of streamers and guys doing videos on Lahn especially, and pretty much every single person has slightly different rotation and slightly different spots, you know, also Aakman rotation and everything, because it's based on personal experience. So don't take this as saying you need to do this as I'm doing. Just take it, try it out, and try to, you know, change something or do it as you feel like doing it. What will make you, I'm not gonna say happy because you will be grinding for hours and hours, so who would be happy? But take it for something, you know, enjoyable. So you feel like, yeah, this is it, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm like doing it. And also, so you won't do it that way, so you won't break your fingers. Because sometimes it can feel like you're playing piano, even though it's slightly easier class than, let's say, Sork or anything. So anyways, thank you for watching and enjoy the clips from Hystria and Aakman. Hope it helped, and see you later.
my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm 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 with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. I said I'm sipping on my lean and I'm with my fucking team. Sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm sipping on my lean and I'm
I'm in it. I'm hella filthy, so I got this, I'm winning. I'm not a quitter, so I'm not fucking quitting. Just try to stop me and you'll drop dead missing. I'm on my way to the top now, listen. I ain't never gonna stop, too driven. I ain't never getting lost, got vision. I'ma make this shit hot, ignition. Yeah, y'all give me facts, not fiction. Then you know I fucking listen, cause I'm on a fucking mission. Man, you got to be driven, cause this world is unforgiving. You're the only one that's winning, or the only one that's quitting. So get up and stay committed, don't be asking for permission. Hit the gas after ignition and start acting like you're winning. Make your own damn decisions, don't let others make you victims. Have a thought and have a vision, don't get caught up in the millions.
yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up.
I'm on it. Give me 5 years and I got what I wanted. I'ma go ahead and finish all that I started. I'ma go ahead and get it all uncharted. I can make this place go off like a rocket. I can give a fuck if you hate it or you love it. I don't do this shit cause I think that you're on it. I just do this shit cause I know that I want it. I could give a fuck if I die today. If I'ma go out, it's my fucking way. At least I'll go out with some pride to my name. With the fight, not a play, that's my till I make it, then I'll rest in peace.
Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. Light this shit up.
You fucking with the best. You fucking with the facts. Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. I'll let that 808 right out though. Yeah.